Hello everyone. Yeah, I think we are really close to the end of the game. At least looking at the walkthrough I'm following, it's well, just about half a page. So I think I will finish the game in this session, and we'll see whether I need to cut this episode in in two. Let's see. Yeah, we have another PDA to read through. Let's do this. It doesn't look like... Oh. Yeah, it's very long. Come to think of it, just to give you a heads up, there is one PDA where two dates are mixed up. I think it's an October entry coming before a September entry, but that is not the case in this one. Okay, Jared would make for a useful business partner, but I can't even suggest it without him erupting into a fit of rage and beginning to rant that ain't how it's done in my family. Does that man honestly expect to get anywhere without once taking help from those more intelligent than he is? Yeah, if you say so. The Grillmake has been a pleasure to be aboard thus far. Much more entertaining than being on Earth. Even my family's private island isn't this entertaining. Granted, there isn't much left to do now that all the indigenous animals have been hunted and killed. Space, however, is infinite. I feel as though planning an April Fool's joke almost 2 weeks in advance is a little pathetic, especially when the plan consists of a single prank. Pouring water on Jared. I poured water on it, just a little glass, and the consequence? The hulking dimwit chased me down the corridor with a wrench, slicing a reasonable portion of my forehead open. That's not how it was described in the other PDA. I'm now thoroughly convinced that he is deranged and will be doing some investigation. After agreeing to transfer a sum of money, I convinced Dr. Graham to obtain Jared's medical records for me. Jared really is mentally ill. He suffers from outbursts of rage. According to one report, he murdered his brother by crushing him to death with a car. It goes on to note that Jared believes it to be the will of the Lord, capitalized just like that. How in the hell did he manage to get a position in the most important area of this ship? I'll have to stay on his good side. Yeah, and then you'll note that the other PDA mentioned Scotty becoming, really quite nice. I'm beginning to miss my father's mansion more with each passing day. Having maids and chefs to cater to me is how I was raised. To be responsible for cleaning up after myself and walking all the way to the mess hall for food remains a challenge. Oh, this poor little nobleman. Sometimes I question my own sanity. I briefly criticized Jared's hobby of repairing that old transport pod, and oh, the daggered stare he gave me in return. What did I think I could possibly accomplish by talking to him about it? Unbelievable, he burned my thesaurus. Jared marched towards me, ripped it from my hands, and set it on fire. Then he screamed, "April Fools!" and sprinted away, waving the burning pages above his head. This took place in August, though, didn't it? Yeah. I can't begin to say how many times I've retyped my entries. They feel not as good. That's a better word, I swear it. I would kill to get my thesaurus back. How can anyone respect me if I don't sound smart? I give up. I ran into Dr. Graham today, and he remarked that I sounded like less of a pretentious asshole. Guess I should just talk like an ordinary person from now on. Oh hey, ordinary is a pretty big word. My arms hurt. It was hard to get all of that fungus out of the generators. We did it though. Cleaning is not easy. I feel a sense of accomplishment. I guess Jared isn't all bad. He apologized to me today for losing his temper so often. And you know what? I apologized in return. I don't remember the last time I did that. Holy shit, it turns out the guy had a bunch of rations tucked away. He shared them with me, even though he's almost out. If I don't starve to death here, I may have to put him in charge of Tanaka Investments charity, which doesn't exist yet. Rations are here. We have just enough food in the freezer to last us. We're far less hungry than the guys manning the twins. I have to say, I'm impressed. Not sure how those guys have had the energy to keep us afloat with so little to eat. Those guys are titans. Engineering is now on total lockdown. We have to keep whatever those things are away from the generators. I don't think that we'll ever see the light of day again. At least when I die, it'll be with the only real friend I ever had. That's what you think. Okay. So, what now? Oh, right. Body. I don't think that was quite necessary. But we have an eyeball. I'll just save the game real quick and try a little something. Okay, nothing. Oh, so now we're going this way. Okay.
A heavy loader. Looks like it was sealed in during construction.
Okay. Retinal scanner. Do you think that perhaps we should use an eyeball in that one? Yeah. That was completely intentional. Not really. But yeah, we can just pretend it was.
Ensure your personal data tag is updated with your medical history and is functioning correctly. Cayne Mining Limited was founded in 2005. Henry Cayne was appointed to exercise control over East Asian Pacific debt repayment through mining asset acquisition.
So, this room here, I mean, I wouldn't say it really makes any sense to have such a room in a ship like this. What it is, though, is basically a lore dump. Not that we need it. but it's there. This is a model of the ship we're on. So this is the engine and the rear end, and here's the bow, I guess.
Impoverished family in January the 26th, 2000. His mother Clara was a store clerk, and his father Edward was a veterinarian. Henry Cayne was born to an impoverished family in January the 26th, 2000. His mother Clara was a store clerk, and his father Edward was a veterinarian.
I think these 2 points on the ship give different information.
6,106 feet long. This massive nuclear fusion power ship was used extensively as a planetary mining platform. 15 years of atmospheric exposure resulted in a weakened hull and the decommissioning.
Oh. The aft section of the model has suffered less damage, but still reveals hairline cracks throughout, and like the real Groom Lake, it will soon collapse under its own weight.
2,116 Cayne Corporation.
I don't think they should have written it like that.
As a laboratory.
I think the game gives you an achievement for checking out these information kiosks.
In the prime of his life.
95 years old and in the prime of his life. Yeah, no. That's not how being 95 works,
You know, Cayne
in case you didn't know.
It was rebranded as Cayne Corporation in June 2009.
Hmm? Okay, is there anything else I can do in here? Let's see, we are here, and we go there. Yeah, let's just move on with the game.
The tower christened the Groom Lake in 2120 when she left dry dock and began her journey towards the outer planets.
And the museum continues.
Charles Clark Cayne has proudly taken over the reins from his father and continues his family's legacy. In 2077, a mile below the surface, Camp 571 in Japan produced a treasure trove of medical research documentation. A replica of the Statue of Remembrance that stands in Washington, D.C. Did you know? Henry Cayne served in the military and was a decorated naval aviator. The rapid advancement of medical research and its auxiliary studies culminated in the perfection of genetic manipulation. Popularized by the media as a medical Cold War, the eugenic sage far exceeded selective breeding. In 2049, a worldwide ban was placed on unapproved genetic modification.
Well, I dare say that is all. And so much for the life pods. That's unfortunate. I like the architecture though. Architecture. Suppose it's pronounced slightly differently. Oh. Did these life pods manage to get away? Oh well. So this is this is a rather strange room, and I'm not talking about the mass of blood on the floor. It looks kind of like a cathedral, doesn't it? All of the stained glass windows, anyway. Okay, so this is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last room in the game. Once we exit through this airlock, we will be at the final room, and although we will have an opportunity to save the game there as well, I shall take this opportunity to, you know, do the thing. Oh, cutscene.
Without a family, man, alone in the world, trembles with the cold.
Why did you have to say that? Oh, well, I guess the game auto-saved for us anyway. Oh well. Let's do the thing. And maybe I will get killed once or twice for the fun of it. Hi.
Murderer! You really are a roach, Mr. Managic.
John, shoot him. Kill him now.
I may have pulled the trigger, so to speak, but you and Miss Hensley loaded the gun.
Don't try to worm your way out of this, you goddamn monster.
Monster? By whose standards do you call me a monster? The morals of men don't apply to gods.
So I'll just allow myself to be shot here, but this power pad is a key. Well, a hint. And what else do you have in your inventory? Bang. There. Dead. Okay, so let's do this for real.
Murderer! You really are a roach, Mr. Managic.
John, shoot him. Kill him now.
I'm getting there, I'm getting there.
I may have pulled the trigger, so to speak, but you and Miss Hensley loaded the gun.
Don't try to worm your way out of this, you goddamn monster.
Monster? By whose standards do you call me a monster? The morals of men don't apply to gods.
Oh. Oops. Well, that did not happen the way I expected it to. Okay, let's let's do this one more time. And this time I know for sure. Oh.
Murderer! You really are a roach, Mr. Managic.
John, shoot him. Kill him now.
I may have
Yeah,
pulled the trigger, so to speak.
right.
But you
I'm on the ball now.
and Miss Hensley loaded the
I
gun.
know what I need to do.
Don't try to worm your way out of this, you goddamn monster.
Monster? By whose standards do you call me a monster? The morals of men don't apply to gods.
Tia, grab hold of something!
Security lockdown initiated.
Uh-oh.
Quantum storage device damaged and door missing. Fractured Lateral femur detected. Scapula damaged. Seek immediate medical attention.
So yeah, I kind of ended up in a pool of blood there. Not good.
Alan, did you... Have we got her?
I do. She's here.
It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
I'm sorry, it wasn't supposed to end like this. Waking you was a mistake, John. But I'm happy to have met you.
I don't understand. Tear, what do you mean? You want me? Answer me!
We needed a way to transport the research off the Green Lake. The white bone marrow was a perfect storage device.
Research? This is about fucking research?
Yes! It's about research. Worth billions, John. Billions.
So you caused all of this? You let those things loose?
No, I'm not that sloppy. The idiots who were sent to get your wife's body turned off all the containment protocols. We lost Ellen in all the chaos. That pussy Yuri was on his way to you when Milan got involved.
On his way to get my DNA.
It was the only way to locate the data carrier in this shitfest. Old man Cayne will be rolling in his grave when I sell his secrets.
You're just like Milan.
Is that what you think? John, do you love your wife? Well, I love my husband, and Cayne's security forces murdered him during a protest. Cayne Corporation took everything from me, and now I'll burn them to the ground.
You don't have to do this. You don't.
To Stasis, son, it was never gonna happen.
Telegraphic coordinates confirmed. Autopilot has been engaged. Time to departure. 15 minutes.
Okay, well,
You never had any intention of helping
I
me.
don't think we have a lot of time here.
You used me. You used my family.
Us?
So I'll just explain things after opening the menu when I have the opportunity to do so. This ship. Okay. So here's the thing. Those sentry guns that popped out of the floor. And remember what we know about them from earlier in the game? They have been reprogrammed to target PDTs. And we have one in our inventory. Now, stay tuned.
Tia. Fuck you.
Of course, why they didn't shoot Milan while he was carrying the PDT? Some mysteries aren't meant to be solved, I guess.
This vessel has been cleared for departure.
And for some reason I can't run. Imagine that.
Destination change.
I love you, Ellen.
the ship is clipping through some piping on the roof. Oh well. Guess they just missed that during playtesting or something. I'm not entirely sure who that mummified corpse was supposed to be. Maybe it's the original, well, maybe that's the dead Mr. Cayne. Well, anyway, sort of mini review. Now, keep in mind, this is not actually the, well, the end of it. And was that the entire credits? Well, I guess it was. Oh well. So, yeah, I'm going on to the standalone expansion sort of short story connected to this. Cayne. I think you can get it free on Steam still. Right after this, I'm going to append it to this playlist. So if you don't see it immediately, don't just hold on for a minute or two, and it should be there. Obviously, what I took exception to in this game is the writing. Both the quality of the writing, but also many typos and spelling errors, and just editing mistakes. Also, the voice acting, well, you could hear it yourself. I'm not familiar enough with voice actors to say whether it's a problem with the actors or the directing, but at the end of the day, yeah, the voice acting did not work out. Did not really help the game. With that said, the the sort of visual aspect of the game, it is possibly the most detailed adventure game. Well, I mean, besides Mr. Games, obviously, that I have ever played in sort of point-and-click adventure games. I really like the style, the aesthetics here with the futuristic shenanigans going on. And yeah, it's kind of obvious that the visual aspects of game design is where this studio, or these two brothers really, excel. They have another game in the pipe. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but if you go to their homepage, you'll see it. I think there will be a link to it in Cayne, actually, now that I think about it. Oh yeah, I do believe that Cayne uses the exact same engine, but they have, well, for starters, an options menu in Cayne. They don't actually have it here in Stasis. I mean, you can change languages, but that's about it. In Cayne, you can change resolution. I think you can change walk speed, text speed, and individual volume sliders. And that was my biggest concern playing this game on my own, because I would sometimes play with headphones, and with headphones on, the volume was extremely loud. But that is not going to be a problem in Cayne. So I'm going to wait for a bit, maybe, I don't know, maybe binge playing Thimbleweed Park or something. Finish that before digging into Cayne, and yeah, you haven't seen the last of the Brotherhood, or heard the last of my opinion on their game design. So yeah, this has been Stasis, the first part of this little Halloween special Let's Play thing. So until Cayne.